again, we're working on the Himiway Rambler, my wife's bike, and today we're going to add some grips to the handlebars. So she's picked out some nice red ones, red and black ones, very comfortable. I have the same ones on my Himiway Zebra, but they're blue. So we're going to add these. We're going to change out her bell because she likes a different type of bell. See, this is a front and this is a side. And we're going to also do a mirror that's going to attach right over here like so. So without any ado, let's go ahead and get started. So first thing that we're going to need to do, take off the grips. So that being said, you just get a good grip. So I grip right here, and then you want to twist it. And being that the bike hasn't been ridden or hasn't been sitting out in the sun, and a lot of heat, there's a lot of factors going into what could make it hard to get off. None of those are a factor. But today, I'm going to go ahead and take this old bag and put the grips in this. And the new grips came with two options. So you have the screw-on expansion cap, or you have the push-on cap. They just go right here in the end of the handlebar. We're going to go with the screw-in. I like it a little bit more. They're more secure. They have a little bit of style to them. Let's go to the right-hand grip. Twist and pull. Should come off pretty simply. Now, before I go too much further, my bike box is getting pretty full over there. With some of these bells being plastic, some of these items that are being plastic, if I were to grab this and pull it and put it over there, sometimes it might break right here. So I'm going to go ahead and just slide everything off real quick. And that's going to need it looks like a number 4 Allen wrench for the brakes. And you don't have to take everything off. Usually you can just loosen them, and then in this case I'm going to have to take off the little plastic. It looks like a barbershop. And we'll slide that off. Now we're going to look at the shifter, and that looks like it's a little bit bigger. So, and that would be a number 5. So that'll be a quick switch. Again, it doesn't have to be all the way undone, just loose. And then we'll just slide it off. And then for the bell, looks like it's going just to be standard. I would say this is probably a 2 or 3 Allen wrench. Might even be smaller. Might even be a Phillips head. Just never know. So in this case, it's Phillips. There we are. Throw that in the bike box. Now let's go with the new one, which comes with its own Allen. That's why I figured it might be an Allen. And I'm going to stick this on. I'm not going to tighten it because there's going to be some adjustments with the new grips. Now I'm just going to go in the reverse order. I'm going to throw the shifter back on, throw the brakes back on, and now I'm going to go with the grips. And let's go with, and they are side specific. So I'm going to go ahead and slide that on. Let's go ahead and, looks like that's going to be the same size Allen. Yep. And what size this is, again, I'm not sure, but it's smaller than a 4. And get it so it's just over the end. And then I'm going to go ahead and tighten the grip up. it back so I don't have to bend over and grab that one. And these are really, really soft, nice, and the brand on them looks like it's Saplize. I'm not sure how you say that, S-A-P-L-I-Z-E. And now we go ahead and take the end cap. What I've noticed on these end caps too, doing it multiple times on different bikes, is you can kind of see how it works. So you push and it expands. So getting it in, you need it a little bit looser, and when you tighten it, you don't want to tighten it so much because there's actually a metal nut inside this plastic, and I've tightened them before to where it pulls the metal nut all the way out of the plastic, and you don't want to do that. No, that can mess your whole day up for sure. And you want to get this just right. Looks like I'm going to need a little bit of coaxing here. See if I can undo it just a little bit more, because different handlebars are different diameters. So I'm just going to squeeze it together a little bit, put it in, there we are. Okay, and then everything I did on this side you're going to want to do on the other side. I'm going to go ahead and screw this in, and look how nice that looks. Okay, and again, I can't stress this enough. Once she settles down and decides what she wants on her bike, she'll kind of decide the angles that she's going to want everything on. So I'm going to go ahead and get things pretty much set where I think they might be good. And start with the number 4 for the brakes. And this Himiway Rambler has some impressive hydraulic brakes. Okay, I'm not going anywhere. Now I'm going to do the shifter, which is a up-down, so under and over. And put that in right there. Now I'm going to tighten down the bell, not knowing where she's really going to want it. And of course, it's going to be on this side, so it's going to be a little more difficult, unless I can get in here to tighten, and it just happens to go right in between the gear and the hydraulic hose. So I'll tighten it down. All good to go. And then rather than have you wait, I'll go ahead and stop the video and do the other side, because it's the same. Just I'm just not having to take everything off. I'll be able to just kind of, slide it on and then move everything out to fit, because I'm not putting the bell on that side, because I'm putting it on this side. And I'll show you what it looks like when it's all done. Okay, so I stopped because I realized that I'm going to put the mirror on. So we need to do that too. So let's go ahead and let's look at the mirror, look and see how it's configured. So this is going to be a number 4, which will be nice, so I can just use the Allen in most cases. You just want to be careful because again, because it's a polymer plastic, you definitely don't want to use the power on this portion of it. So I'm going to go ahead and just get this on and start. Whoop, okay. And this is a little bit nicer because, see, it opens up and closes, so it's not one of the plastic ones. So I can just kind of go like that, like so, and put it on here and just get it going. Again, I don't know where she's going to want it. And then we'll put that like so. Now I'll go ahead and throw the grip on. Just to the end. Try to match what's next door to the other end cap. go from what I learned on the other one, that these handlebars are a little bit smaller than the ones I'm used to adding these to. So I'm going to undo this bolt quite a ways. And I'm going to slide that in there. And look at that, right in. No hook needed from the pliers. So that's, again, you just want to get it snug. Now I'm going to go ahead and tighten the grips on both sides, and you can see that was pretty much, I'm not even sure I'm going to have to move the computer, pedal assist, and the throttle, or the brakes, other than make sure the brakes are on the same angle. And I'm not sure, I'm more of a down and she might be more of an up, so I'll kind of see where she wants those in the end before I change them. And let's go ahead and go put another Allen wrench out here for, I think this is number 4 here. Yep, because I don't want to break it by putting some power to that. Then you can kind of get on it and gauge where her sweet spot might be. Now, may or may not be it, but let's call it good for right now. All right. And then if you want to stick around for a second longer, I'll go ahead and show you the computer controls for the bike. So as you can see, let's go ahead and rip this control off here. Let me come around here and make sure you can see that. Right, let me get a little closer. Now I'm going to go ahead and turn it on, which is a long hold. Okay, you can see it turns on. Down here you have the pedal assist. It's on 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I actually have it up to 9. Comes stock as 5. You can go down to past 0. And you have the little walk assist. So the walk assist is, I'll go ahead and put it on the kickstand. If I hold the negative button down, let's have it on walk assist. Now hold the negative button down. And you can't tell, but maybe you can now, but it is turning and it's going slower. So that's actually great, because sometimes the bikes on the walk, they go pretty fast. So let me go ahead and see if I can get this back and get this a little closer. Now, as you can see, here you have the negative and the positive. If I hold those down at the same time, it's going to change your screen to settings, information, and exit. So if I hit the on-off button, that's like hitting enter. So I'm going to go ahead and hit enter. Now I have the settings. Here's your unit of measure, metric or imperial. And if I go the negative or the positive, it's going to go up or down, depending on what action I want. So I'm going to go down. You have auto on and off. If I click the enter, you know, it's at 5, and I like that setting. If I go up or down, you know, you can adjust the auto off and on. So, but I'm just going to go ahead and stick with the factory on that one. Same with the brightness. I'm going to stick with factory. Power view, I'm going to stick with the same. AI sensitivity, same. But here's your trip reset. So if you wanted to reset your trip, you know, between rides, you can do that. Vibration, service, assist mode, and back. So let's go ahead and hit enter and go back. And I'm going to go down to information, hit enter. Wheel size, so depending on the wheel that you have your speed for the wheel size. And that is pretty simple. So you click enter, what size, how many inches. These are 27s. So if you have a 28 or a 20, you would be able to enter that. But in this case, looks like it's defaulted, so you can't change it. So speed limit, same with the speed limit. I already went in there and tried to change it. So I don't know if there is or isn't a way to do that. So display info, controller info, torque. Again, this is basic info, error code, what does this mean, and back. So the information mode looks like it's more of informational. You can't change it. Where settings, you'd be able to change it. But that's what we have for the Himiway Rambler for today. Thank you for watching, and I hope this was helpful.